Everyone, this is Bonnie from Backward Story, and today I have a special surprise double unboxing of the February Owlcrate and Fairyloot for you guys. I usually do my subscription box unboxings separately. However, I know for a fact that both boxes have the same book inside, and a lot of people online often ask, what's the difference between Fairyloot and Owlcrate? Which of the two should I get? How should I spend my money? So I thought it might be beneficial for some of you if I showed you side by side what you get in the same month from two different boxes. So we're going to take a look at them side by side, and I'm going to open these up, and it has been really hard waiting to do a live unboxing with you guys. I got the Owlcrate box on Tuesday. Monday was a holiday, and today's Thursday, and I was supposed to get the Fairyloot on Tuesday, and I didn't get it until like maybe 5:30 yesterday, and then it was getting dark, and I was like, you know what? I want better lighting, so I waited until this morning. So y'all are really lucky that I love you that much. So let's take a look at what's inside both of these. I'm going to go ahead and open them up. And you'll notice that both boxes have really cute packaging. They have their logo on the front, and then down the side they have things like owl footprints and their website and information about social media. So that is how they are packaged, and they're both in strong boxes. And now that I've cut into them, that's what happens when you open up the Owlcrate. And hold on. Sorry, my information is on that side of the box. I'm just trying, there we go. This is what happens when you open this one. Oh, and you get a fairy tale print right away. I kept both boxes even though I knew the book would be the same because they were both exclusive, and I have a friend who will buy my second copy off of me, and I really wanted the Fairyloot because it was a fairy tale theme, which Owlcrate had last month, so I wanted last month's. And I want the March box for both of these, and they both have wait lists, so it was either continue or maybe not get the March boxes. So you open it up and you have a card in both boxes, and these are probably the spoiler cards, so if I turn it over to read it, I will know everything that's inside. So for now, we're just going to look at the pretty picture, and it's always about the theme. I forget what the theme for the Owlcrate is. It would tell me on the back, but again, I don't want to be spoiled. Little Red Riding Hood, which was a card in the January Owlcrate for The Cruel Prince by Holly Black. I love both versions. And I guess we'll start with something from each. Do you want to go side by side, or do you want to look at them one at a time? I guess we should just look at them side by side. This is heavy. And does it have an opening? Hold on. Alright, so let's finish opening this together. It's a mug. I always forget what they say is going to be in here month to month. It's a gingerbread house, Hansel and Gretel. Oh, it's Little Red Riding Hood and the grandmother's house, is it? And Rapunzel. This is a few things. Oh, I love this. That probably is the Hansel and Gretel house. I seriously collect fairy tale things. Fairy tales are everything to me, and I really, 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 really like this mug. I really, really like it. So that's something from this. And then we're going to start with a candle. And it is Books on Candles Through the Wardrobe. That is from Narnia, which is one of my all-time favorite books growing up. I still read the series every once in a while. And let's see what it smells like. Can I open it with one hand? There we go. Let's see what it looks like. It is white. I'm not sure what I think of the smell of it. It smells very piney. So, I mean, it probably is the forest, I would say, is probably the smell. Which is not my favorite scent in the world, especially in candles. I just don't really like that fake scent, but I love that it's Narnia. Alright, so we're going back to Fairyloot, and it's also a candle. And it says, The Hinterland, Oak Moss and Tea Leaves. I don't know what that's from. Hinterland. I'm not sure what that's from. Oh, it's a really pretty color. It looks like caramel. Oh, this one smells much better. I mean, it's very light smell. It doesn't have that much of a smell to it, but I would probably burn this before I burn that. All right, so we're going back to Owlcrate, and here is a large item. It says, "We dreamed together of the world remade." Let's see what it is when we take it out. It looks like a pouch. It is a pouch, and it's a really nice quality pouch. It has like that vinyl plastic feel to it, so it'll hold up in a bag, and it won't like start to erode the way canvas can if it gets snagged on something. And I love bags like this. I love you can use it as a pen and pencil bag for school. You can use it as a makeup bag. You can put like sensitive things in it. I have a couple similar bags right now that have wristlets on them that I keep in my purse for my cell phone because I got the new Galaxy Note 8, I think they're up to, and at the time they didn't have OtterBox cases, and so I'm very nervous that I'm going to drop and kill my phone, so I definitely like pouches for that reason too. And I love the colors, so I'm very excited for that. Let's go in here again. Let's see what this is. It's very green. Poisonous. It's bath salt. That does look like poison apple, doesn't it? Juicy apple, scented bath salt, and it's apple scent. That's awesome. It's really awesome. I love the fairy tale theme. I liked it for Owlcrate as well, but so far of the two, Fairyloot is definitely winning. And I will link to the Owlcrate unboxing of the Fairyloot theme if you want to see comparisons for theme to theme. Ooh, this is something big. Let me take it out of the pouch and spread it out and see what it is. You guys, this takes up almost my entire living room floor. I can barely get it into the frame here, actually. It is a huge blanket. I mean, it's not a full-size blanket, but it's a nice throw that you can just throw on the couch, although it's more like a vinyl feel, so it won't keep you very warm, but it might be good for like a spring or summer day when you just want a little something. It says, "Books fall open, you fall in." And I want to say this is probably Evie Bookish because they did say that there's going to be a large item from her that they've never had before. So I would say this definitely qualifies. Okay, so this is bigger than 55 inches, you guys, because this is a 55-inch TV. And the TV stops here, and there's still all of this. And then it's longer than that as well. Goes like that, and it's like got a little bit around the side so it stays up right now. So this is literally huge. I mean, it's more than 55 inches both directions, so that is really awesome. It's going to be a really nice size. All right, back to Fairyloot. Purple are these socks. Let me take them out. Bewitched and the Gingerbread House exclusive socks. And it's got the Fairyloot logo, and they're my favorite color. That's really cool. And then a pin, because you always get a pin, and it is an owl. The pin is not always the owl, but it is this time. It's the same owl from their card. Usually the pin is from the card. Oops, we're going back here again. Oh, I just felt, oh no, that's the book. Anything here? All right, yes there is. All right, hold on, here we go. It's a bookmark. And it's Little Red Riding Hood again. Wolves may lurk in every guise. It's really pretty, and it's like that wooden kind. Love it. I mean, one thing I did like about last month's Owlcrate is that every single item was from a different fairy tale, and there was a lot of Little Red Riding Hood and Hansel and Gretel in this box, but that's also, I'm still okay with that because I have like no Hansel and Gretel stuff practically, and very Little Red Riding Hood, because the tales are not as well known because they're not Disney movies. So I'm very excited to have all of that, and I think that all of the art is gorgeous. I mean, I love this. All right, so I think we're on to the book for both of these next. So I'm gonna take them out and we're gonna look at them side by side at exactly the same time. I lied, there are totally 2 more items in the Owlcrate box. There is, sticking to the floor, it is a sticker, I believe. Yep. And it's Alice in Wonderland, and it is super cute. I really, really like that. A lot of Alice in Wonderland stuff. I can always use more. And then in here, it's such a cute pouch. Looks like it's a necklace. I can't figure out how to open the package right now without tearing it apart, but it is a necklace with a key, and it is a black key. All right, now we're going to take a look at the book side by side. One really nice thing about Fairyloot is you still don't know what is going to be in here. If you take it out of the box, it is in this little bag, and when you take out the Owlcrate book, you automatically see what it is because it's face side up. Now, I turned it upside down so that we can look at them at the same time, and by turning it upside down, you also get to see some of the goodies at the back. It looks like there are stickers or possibly tattoos, and they usually have a letter from the author. All right, and when we unload both books, this is everything that came in the box for Fairyloot. It is the book, a letter, it is your newsletter, and it is a bookmark, and it is a little card that has a unique number that 3 or 4 other people have, and you guys can buddy read the book together based on that number. And then the Owlcrate has a letter, and it has stickers, and then the newsletter is still in the box. And so is the spoiler card for next month. I haven't taken them out of the box yet because they're underneath the book. Whereas with Fairyloot, they were in the bag for the book. I really like that the bookmark is the same thing as the postcard because, again, I am obsessed with fairy tales. I can't have enough of it in my life. I really like the art that they use, so that made me really excited. And then here's a quick look at the letter if you want to pause and read. And I'll look at it a little more in depth later. And then here is a pullout of the Owlcrate letter. And it's probably hard for Melissa Albert, the author, to write 2 of these letters. That's pretty cool too. And now let's take a look at the books side by side. So for the Owlcrate, they recolored it. It is black with gold, and they made it green. And then with the UK one, it is a different cover, but I think that the UK cover might have been different. I actually never looked to see, so this is either a completely unique cover or the UK cover is different to begin with, which I think is the case, and it should tell us in the newsletter. But let's take a look inside. Oh, look at those papers. Let's take a look inside. So they definitely look different there because you've got the Flatiron logo. Here is your difference in end papers. And then, okay, it's a little easier to go one at a time now because otherwise I'm afraid I'm going to mess up the books. There is your autographed page. And that is the way your first chapter looks. And then with the US version, here is your sign page, and it's in gold. There's your title page. And that is the way the first chapter looks. So, for the UK edition, every single chapter starts with the same header. Whereas for the US edition, there are all these different cute chapter headings. So it's something different every time. I keep going by them, but I'm also trying to make it so that you don't get spoiled by the writing. And of course now it doesn't land on any of them. So this is your difference in the two editions, UK versus US. And now let's take a look at the different newsletters from the two boxes. All right, so here is the newsletter and the postcard for next month's spoilers from Owlcrate. It's Across the Galaxy. Turn it over for a sneak peek. There's going to be an exclusive candle from Wick and Fable. And it's going to be a sci-fi theme. This is Fairy Scoop, and this is the Owlcrate newsletter. And it says that the February edition is Hidden Worlds. The lighting is really bad. All right, now we're not under the glare anymore. So let's start with Fairy Scoop. We've got an interview with the author, what to read next. Also, I really love that Jodi Meadows is one of the authors recommended because I love Jodi Meadows. I love Incarnate. I think that book didn't get enough attention, enough love. I wish more people knew it, so definitely check it out if you're looking for more things like The Hazelwood, which I haven't read yet, so I don't know how similar they might be. Here is a preview of next month's theme. It is Memorable Moments. And that is your spoiler picture. And it's the 2-year anniversary of Fairyloot. It's going to have memorable moments in some of our favorite books. There will be items for Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, Game of Thrones, Shadowhunters. There are going to be some really unique items in the box, including something that they've never had before. The book that is being featured is an exciting release from a best-selling author that features princesses, memorable moments, magic, and so much more. It'll be an exclusive hardcover. It'll have a signed book plate and a letter from the author. And since it's the anniversary, the boxes will be purple, which I'm really excited about because, again, purple is my favorite color. And there's also going to be a scarf in there. So that is really cool. And here is the Owlcrate letter. So you've got another interview with the author. And then it shows you the differences between the original cover and the Owlcrate exclusive, which they both look black in the picture, but as you could see, the one is green. And then you've got some crossword puzzles. Interestingly, one of the 3 books recommended, if you like the Hazelwood, is splintered for both Fairyloot and Owlcrate. You have an interview with one of the artists who created an item, and she created that beautiful pouch. And then the Instagram challenge, and here's some more information about the March theme. It says the box is perfect for anyone who has ever dreamed of joining a crew of misfits, hopping on a spaceship, and exploring the stars. Our book pick is an incredibly fun tale inspired by the story of Anastasia set in space. So yeah, it's definitely Heart of Iron. There's no way it's not that book. So if you don't want that book, I wouldn't subscribe to this one, but it is absolutely that one if it's Anastasia in space. Ooh, it's going to have special stained pages. I'm definitely glad I'm staying subscribed for that. They've never had a book with stained pages before. I cannot wait to see what that looks like. The book's going to be signed by the author. There will be items inspired by Lunar Chronicles, the Illuminae files, Guardians of the Galaxy, Star Wars, and more. And there will be an exclusive candle from Wick and Fable. And then when you turn it over, you just get a little more picture of the current month's theme. All right, Fairyloot spoiler card. The Grimm's Tale mug is by Anjuli Art. It's got multiple fairy tales. Can you see them all? They're going to be revealed on social media. And you can brew your favorite tea, coffee, chocolate in there. Wick and Fable made the candle for this month, Hinterland, which is inspired by the book of the month, which is why I didn't know it because I have not read the Hazelwood yet. And it says the woody scents represent the hinterland, which is a supernatural world in the story, and the tea leaves represent the main character, Alice. And then the bath salts, Poisonous Apple, are brought to you by Little Heart. And it's by Till and Dill for the artwork. And they have a disclaimer that the salt is not actually poisonous. The funky socks are exclusive Witch in the Gingerbread House socks, inspired by Hansel and Gretel. and they were created by Fairyloot. And Ink and Wonder created the wooden bookmark for Little Red Riding Hood. And then the book is exclusive, and it's signed by the author. And so that is everything from them. All right, and then for Owlcrate, Hidden Worlds is the theme. The skeleton key pendant unlocks doorways to other worlds, and it's inspired by the key used in Coraline. It's created by Team Owlcrate. The Narnia candle is pine, mint, and vanilla. It smells just like a forest in the winter by Books on Candles by Livio. Definitely smelled like pine. The pouch is created by Riza Rodil. I'm sure I said her name wrong. It's inspired by Daughter of Smoke and Bone. And they can't do a theme like this without including an item inspired by Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. And the sticker is designed by Naomi Lord. Books are a portal to other worlds and contain a magic all their own. They wanted to celebrate the power of the written world by including the stunning wall tapestry featuring an exclusive design by Evie Bookish. And then it's a summary of the book and tells you what came with it, the book itself, the signed exclusive, the letter, and the sticker sheet. So that is their spoiler card. And so, I mean, if you're comparing spoiler cards, the Owlcrate one is a little smaller. And this month, I really liked the design on the Fairyloot better. But again, last month, I really liked the one for Owlcrate. So again, month to month, it varies. It depends on how it looks each month. Okay, you guys, so wow. This is everything you get in Fairyloot and Owlcrate for February. They both feature the same book, but have very different accessories and items. And they have different types of quality on the items. I think that they're both very good quality boxes. Some boxes don't have nearly the quality that both of these have. So even though Fairyloot's a little more expensive for me importing it to the United States than Owlcrate is, I think that it's definitely worth the money because you get some really high quality items. And if you're importing Owlcrate to another country, again, really high quality items. So these are definitely two of my favorite boxes. And look at all of that. So I'm definitely glad I got them both. I'm excited to hear what cover you guys think you like better. I actually kind of like the black and gold cover the best. It looks like this. I just love the black and gold together and the way it pops. But I also do enjoy both of the others, and I'm excited to see what the original UK cover looks like now. But I really like both boxes, and I think they have a lot of usable materials, and I'm really glad I got them both, and I'm really excited to get both of them next month. I'm excited for the anniversary Fairyloot with his purple box. I'm excited for stained pages on the Owlcrate, and I'm so glad I don't have to go through the wait list again because I decided to stay with it, even though it was the same book for both of these. So hopefully this helps you a little bit to make a decision between if you want Fairyloot or Owlcrate. If you can only have one box, depending on your country, one may be more expensive than the other one. They're both super high quality. They both have great items, great exclusives. It's really a personal decision on that front. I was lucky enough to be able to get 2 boxes this month. If I had to choose just one, I guess I would go with the Fairyloot this month because I'm obsessed with all of the fairy tale items. But I really do especially like the pouch from the Owlcrate. But I definitely like the Fairyloot items a little better this time around. However, again, if you compare my Owlcrate from last month and my Fairyloot from this month, it is fairy tale to fairy tale theme. And I loved the January Owlcrate with all of its fairy tale things. So I'll link to that again, and it's also down below. Tell me which one is your favorite. Tell me which box is your favorite. I'm definitely curious to know, and I will talk to you guys again soon. I have 2 more boxes coming this month, so you'll definitely be seeing unboxings from me again soon, and I'll talk to you again later. Bye!